Ospreay, clearly with a lot on his mind. He heads into that match with Marty Scurll, but right now, something of a dream match. We are about to herald the arrival of the King.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, coming to the ring, this is Ricochet!
King Ricochet, one of two American representatives in the Pro Wrestling World Cup round of 16 tomorrow night, going to face Angelico, who we saw in action a little earlier, and what a path to qualification it was for King Ricochet. He beat Matt Sydal, he beat Keith Lee, one of the most incredible matches we've seen here in some time. King Ricochet, for my money, could be the favourite for this whole Pro Wrestling World Cup, and that is saying something given the calibre of the 16 men involved.
Well, the field's incredible. King Ricochet certainly will believe in his own mind that he can go the whole way. Tonight, though, as you referenced, Bradshaw, a dream scenario for the King, going up against, certainly, when you look historically, the most important cruiserweight in wrestling history for my money. This is a dream scenario, a dream match for King Ricochet.
Ricochet hoping that this might be something of a passing of the torch here. Ricochet undoubtedly looking up to the man he's about to face for much of his career. In the O2 Academy in Leeds, who does not have goosebumps right now. One of pro wrestling's absolute legends, Rey Mysterio, is here.
If you don't have goosebumps, you ain't human. This is what WCPW is all about. Matches exactly like this one are why this pay-per-view is rightfully, deservedly named Stacked. The iconic Rey Mysterio against the almost peerless King Ricochet in pro wrestling today. What a match we are about to see.
And this will be very, very interesting because obviously, given his experience, given his resume, the conventional pick to be the favourite for this Pro Wrestling World Cup has to be Rey Mysterio. He's one of the two Mexican representatives, has a very difficult round of 16 match against Will Ospreay tomorrow, which, I mean, we'll talk about that later, but Rey Mysterio, if he can beat King Ricochet here, prove he's still the dominant cruiserweight in the world, that will be a huge boost to him going into the ring tomorrow against the man who has so much history with Ricochet in Will Ospreay.
Now listen to what I'm going to say very carefully because it's the truth. Guys like Rey Mysterio, legends who've been in this industry for so long, when they come to this country, usually it's a one-off nostalgia trip. Not so when it comes to Rey Mysterio. He is here to conduct business and win the Pro Wrestling World Cup. That's tomorrow night. That all begins tomorrow, free on YouTube. Tonight on pay-per-view. What a dream match we have for you. Rey Mysterio, King Ricochet. Let's get it on.
There are some competing chants here. I'm trying to gauge exactly what kind of portion of the crowd is pro Ricochet, what portion is pro Rey Mysterio. Both these men with so much respect built up over a number of years, of course.
Rey Mysterio, certainly the more experienced, but he will have great admiration for King Ricochet. And it seems that King Ricochet has that same respect, refraining from sucker punching the masked man in the corner.
Ricochet's no rookie though, he's 28 years old, been wrestling since he was 14, so half of his life.
That's a good point, that's a very good point. Rey Mysterio, as studious as he is, he will be aware of that.
He's so much success, former champion of course in Lucha Underground, he's won the Battle of Los Angeles, an accolade he shares with Marty Scurll, who we're going to see a little bit later on.
Think about where Rey Mysterio has been. Here, there, and everywhere. This man has headlined on the biggest stages that pro wrestling can provide. WrestleMania and beyond for Rey Mysterio.
Multiple-time world champion, of course, in WWE is Rey Mysterio, as well as all the other accolades. He got one of the Royal Rumble tag titles, you name it. Rey Mysterio did it in WWE, and that's before you even get into his Lucha Libre achievements.
And he did it all against the odds. That's the most impressive thing.
Oh my, look at that! Look at that from Ricochet!
The crowd comes alive, just like the king.
Ricochet again lands on his feet. And Ricochet is just so confident, knows where his body is in relation to the canvas at all times. Rey Mysterio, and again Ricochet, he just can't get him on his back.
Rey Mysterio looks completely baffled here, hands on hips. Forget still got it. Rey Mysterio never lost it.
And Rey Mysterio showing he has not lost a step, but I'm not sure that Ricochet Ricochet hasn't lost a step. I'm not sure Ricochet is ever going to lose a step. He is just always a step ahead of everyone, and that is how you saw he's able to land on his feet from every possible situation.
Ricochet, this crowd again never lost it. Rey Mysterio, one of the best. And what's this now? Rey Mysterio buy some time there.
I think he's adjusting his knee pad.
I don't think it's the knee pads that didn't get those Hurricane Ranas done for you, Rey.
It takes quite something to confound Rey Mysterio with all that he has seen in his career, but the way Ricochet was able to land repeatedly on his feet, those sequence of flips there, made even Rey Mysterio give a little bit of a knowing smile. Mysterio now trying to drop down the tree the old-fashioned way, kicks to the legs of Ricochet. Now he's
there we go,
flipping, spinning head scissors.
Oh,
hang on, in a second, just as quickly as that, Ricochet almost in trouble, and instead the Tilton World backbreaker. This crowd came alive. They thought they were going to see one of the most iconic moves in the wrestling world, the 619, but Ricochet able to move out of the way and counter.
One thing I'm noticing from all these matches, Dave Bradshaw, look at the shape that Ricochet is in. Prime physical condition. All these athletes know what's coming up. The Pro Wrestling World Cup. Ricochet knew he had a dream match, once in a lifetime type of match against Rey Mysterio. Look at the physical shape he is in.
Must be somewhere close to 0% body fat on Ricochet. Physical specimen. As you say though, Rey Mysterio is not just some legend coming for some farewell tour or something. Rey Mysterio himself had a remarkably difficult path to qualifying for those World Cup finals. He beat Alberto El Patron, then he beat Juventud Guerrera in the second round of those Mexican qualifiers. Those are two world-class competitors in their own right, and Rey Mysterio, for that reason, is right up there with the favourites.
Well, they weren't exhibitions. Mysterio had history with both those men across the world, and he defeated them. You're absolutely right, on his way to the finals of the Pro Wrestling World Cup.
Ricochet
is in control here, Bradshaw.
Yeah, he needs to make sure he's not in awe of Mysterio, who, as I said, is one of his idols. Make sure he believes that he belongs in the ring with someone the caliber of Rey Mysterio. I'm sure he will. Ricochet not short of confidence.
Did you hear Rey Mysterio screaming out in pain there?
Certainly did. Won't do him any favours either. Front first, he goes down. Ricochet hooks the leg, doesn't get enough body-on-body weight, and Mysterio is able to kick out.
Almost a desperate cry of anguish, tortured by the King Ricochet.
Mysterio.
I'm surprised he's wrestling his pace, Dave Bradshaw, and he's very much in control of this match.
It's interesting that Ricochet chooses to slow this down. He's not one of those wrestlers who needs to go at a methodical pace. Ricochet could certainly hang with the preferred speed of Rey Mysterio, but maybe he's decided he'd rather just keep Mysterio off his game and bring this down a couple of gears here.
Mysterio again in the corner. Big chop from King Ricochet.
Now Ricochet sends Mysterio into the opposite corner. Ricochet tries to follow him in. Mysterio moves out of the way. Mysterio going to launch himself up, lands on his feet. But Ricochet catches him on his shoulders. Oh my! And they both go outside. He's won a Royal Rumble that way.
He's done it before. You're absolutely right.
Mysterio, a seated senton. Ricochet goes down.
That's what it takes for Rey Mysterio. He will always, without fail, be the smaller man in the contest. But he always finds a way to get back into things. Now the momentum swings in Mysterio's favor.
Another senton. Mysterio goes to the rope. His second rope is a springboard. Oh, knees up from Ricochet. Mysterio's abdomen going into the knees of the King. Mysterio will go to the rope. Oh, hang on, Ricochet's caught him. Ricochet catches him. Oh, counter! A counter from Mysterio. Ricochet was going for the powerbomb. There's the springboard crossbody, the cover, and it's just two. But Mysterio feels like he is getting closer.
Mesmerizing speed from Mysterio. Just when you think he might not have anything left, he finds that reserve of energy and takes the speed up a notch. It's going to be interesting to see how Ricochet responds to being not in the front foot and not in control of this match.
We're turning into a new phase of this match here as Mysterio tries to take advantage of his momentum, but hang on, Ricochet make sure that momentum doesn't last because he's caught Mysterio. There's some of that strength of Ricochet, which often gets undersold.
To the corner now.
Ricochet gets the boot up, heel into the top of the head of Mysterio. Both of those feet driving Mysterio into the mat. There's the running shooting star, the cover by Ricochet. Shoulder goes up at 2.
Don't kid yourself. That hurt Ricochet just as much as Rey Mysterio, but it was very much worth it. Ricochet thought he had the 3 there, not quite on this legend, this icon. Split chance here for this match.
Listen to this. Rey Mysterio and Ricochet, as I said earlier, both with so much respect. And now, these fans just clapping along. It is a privilege to be in this building, watching this match, and all of these fans realizing just how great this is as Mysterio trying to escape Ricochet here. And now Ricochet, what's he going to do? Heads to the ropes. Goes for a clothesline. Mysterio again too quick for him. And Mysterio goes round and round and round and round.
Oh!
Catches him! Ricochet into the ropes. Mysterio! 619, he's caught! Ricochet catches Mysterio! Ricochet has caught him!
He caught the legs. Ricochet had that move, that world famous move, well scouted.
What's he going to try here? Well, nothing, because Mysterio counters. Goes for a PK, does Ricochet, but again, Mysterio moves out of the way.
Oh, he's caught him again.
No, he's caught him this time. Right into the knees. Ricochet, the cover on Mysterio, and oh my, again the left shoulder up.
You can see the game plan of Rey Mysterio. He believes, probably rightfully so, if he connects with that 619, it's all said and done. Ricochet thinks the same, and that is why he is fighting so hard to stop it from happening.
Remarkable split-second timing by Ricochet to catch the 619 in mid-air. What a risk to take, but it paid off for this young man from Kentucky. And Mysterio looks like there is not much fuel left in the tank.
Young man with big aspirations, one of them wrestling and defeating the iconic Rey Mysterio here in WCPW.
Maybe something he's shortly going to check off the bucket list, because Ricochet is in control. He's got Mysterio on his shoulders. Mysterio trying to counter. Instead, though, Ricochet will pick him up a second time if he can. A deadlift. Oh my, look at that. Ricochet, cover off the brainbuster. Is it enough? Again, Mysterio out. Ricochet must be starting to wonder why there is such a chasm between 2.5 and 3.
This is just a preview of the action you're going to see tomorrow night on YouTube for free. Can you believe that, Bradshaw? For free. World-class athletes like this putting on quite this show.
Mysterio and Ospreay tomorrow is going to be something else as well, as will Ricochet and Angelico for that matter.
Ricochet back to his feet. Rey Mysterio not quite so fortunate.
What's he doing now? Ricochet. Wait, hang on a minute. Is he going to maybe try for that 630 senton that's helped make him so famous the world over? And Ricochet tried for it, but Mysterio moved out of the way, so Ricochet adjusted in mid-air, rolled through. The discus forearm from Ricochet. He'll try for the Benadrylla here. Benadrylla attempt from Ricochet. Got Mysterio on his shoulders. Mysterio counters and sends Ricochet into the ropes again.
He's going for it again, Bradshaw.
Mysterio! This time he ducks it. Ricochet avoids the 619 again.
I can't believe that is 3 times now that Ricochet has avoided the 619.
Oh God! Plants him! Plants him!
He didn't avoid that.
He planted Ricochet with the DDT. The cover now from Mysterio. Leg hook. Will that do it? No! Ricochet out again.
Avoided the 619, but that DDT absolutely cleaned Ricochet's clock. Now this is pivotal. This is very important. Who will get to their feet first?
This is unbelievable stuff between Ricochet and Mysterio, and I think you're right. Whoever gets to their feet first could have the decisive advantage here. Ricochet is still on his knees. Mysterio is the first one up. Mysterio, maybe you thought he was going to go for the 619, but Ricochet wasn't in position in the end, and in the end it's a knee and then a kick into the jaw of Mysterio. Mysterio counters, goes for the cover. Ricochet catches him. And Mysterio counters. Mysterio, again he'll try. Mysterio 619. This time he gets it. At the 4th time of asking. The frog splash from Mysterio. He's got 1, he's got 2, he's got 3. Mysterio beats Ricochet and Stack.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Rey Mysterio!
What a battle between Rey Mysterio and possibly the heir to his cruiserweight throne in Ricochet, but it is the veteran Rey Mysterio who comes out on top tonight in Leeds.
Well, we told you that Rey Mysterio was no tribute act, no nostalgia act, although he did use, or he paid tribute rather, to the late great Eddie Guerrero with that big frog splash, the match-winning frog splash from Mysterio. That is what he's all about, Dave Bradshaw.
Absolutely remarkable contest, just as we thought it would. We called it a dream match at the start, and that is exactly what it turned out to be. Lived up to the hype and then some with this battle between Rey Mysterio and Ricochet. And look at this, a sign of respect. Rey Mysterio clearly extremely impressed with Ricochet. Will these two men meet again in the Pro Wrestling World Cup? That remains to be seen. What a week ahead, but what a start to the week. Here on Stacked with Rey Mysterio beating Ricochet, and we are still not done, of course.